Hi, I'm Johnny Moran.
And I'm Tara Nelson.
And this is What We're Watching. Tara's with our Education and Outreach Department, and she's also an administrator in our new Facebook group, WNED School.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this group. It is full of resources. I was an elementary teacher before I came here. I taught first and third grade before I started at WNED. And I can tell you what I found is that I always needed new resources and new inspiration, but I never had the time to find resources and decide if they were useful or not and how I would implement them and then take dense lesson plans and figure out how am I going to apply this in the classroom.
What can parents and educators expect from this group if they join it?
Well, to solve that problem, they can expect to see great visuals and videos that come straight from PBS Learning Media. PBS Learning Media shows you lesson plans, it gives you any activity handouts or any materials that you may need, and it also reviews what standards the work is applying to, so you know exactly where it fits in with what you're trying to teach in the classroom. So right away you know that you're getting a credible resource, you know that it's something that you can apply well in your classroom. And I like the visual element and the work that comes from PBS to provide these resources because you get to see the work being done in the classroom. So for example, for elementary students, there was just a post about a mentoring program for elementary writers, and you actually get to see the teachers talking about how they implemented that program and see the students in action using the program. So as a teacher, that's something you can watch and then know right away what it's going to look like in your classroom. I wish I had a group like this at the time that I was teaching because I would have loved, I love that it's a daily feed.
Sure.
So every day that you open up your Facebook, you're going to see a new post from PBS Learning Media.
Even on weekends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's something that you can find at your ease, at your convenience. And it's, we're handpicking what resources you're getting from PBS Learning Media to provide to our local community.
I think a really nice feature of being part of this group, it's not just like an email list where you're getting your daily curriculum. It's a group where you can interact with other parents and educators. You're in a safe environment where like-minded people can answer the questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a great place to interact with other parents and educators and get the resources that you need right at your fingertips.
Is this group just geared towards younger learners, or is it learners of all ages?
Learners of all ages, and that's what I love about this. All caregivers of young ones are going to love what's coming next week because they're going to get to see a list of different volunteer opportunities that are fitting for the summer. So if parents have time in between vacations and reunions and everything, they can find some great ways to engage their kids in some positive volunteer activities.
What about for older kids or high schoolers?
Right, so recently there was a video that I really enjoyed for grades 6 to 12, and it focused on how to use tablets in the classroom to create comic strips and different media involving comics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I always found that incorporating new technology or trying new out-of-the-box ideas like this was kind of tricky unless you could visualize it. So I think this video does a really good job of that. It's a great place to come and interact with other educators and caregivers, and we hope to see everybody there soon.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.